If you're a spiritual creator, you don't need money and you shouldn't desire wealth. This is one of the biggest lies spun by the dark forces on this planet, designed to keep the awakening souls playing small. And it's one of the biggest things that keeps conscious entrepreneurs stuck. The idea that creating a seven-figure business makes you less aligned or less spiritual. But that belief is a destructive trap, and it's severely limiting your ability to make impact. Here's the truth. Your soul came here for full creative expression, and the universe doesn't judge financial freedom any more than it judges a tree's desire to grow towards the sun. The conflict you feel around money doesn't come from source. It's from an outdated program that you inherited. And maybe you didn't just inherit it. Maybe it was engineered into society so deeply and on purpose. It might be anchored to a story that says something like, money is the root of all evil, or some other nice platitude. But when you see through the matrix, and when you see that money is simply a way to measure and exchange value, a current focused on what the holder chooses to see created, when you see that, you'll see right through these programs that they are just tricks played by those with a very greedy, sinister plan. You see, those with darkness in their hearts convinced the good-hearted half of humanity that money was bad, so that you would leave it in their hands, so that they could focus that powerful current into what they choose to create. But let's be honest, do you like living in their world? Your soul wants to expand. You want to create and build great things, but that program in your subconscious that thinks wealth is dangerous or unspiritual, it slams on the brakes with self-sabotage every time you start to get momentum. And every time you let that old program win, every time you play small, every time you undervalue your work or your services, you are leaving the expression of the current of value in the third dimension in the hands of those with darkness in their hearts. When you let the money is bad program win, you're playing right into their game. I hear it show up all the time in the way people talk. When you shy away from taking ownership of the vehicle of money, phrases that you say to make yourself feel better, like, I don't really care about the money, or I'm not doing it for the money. But these lies just dig you in deeper. Of course you care about the money. You have bills just like everyone else. And if you have big visions and impactful world-changing ideas, those are going to need some funding. So you should care about the money. Now, I'm not saying you should be greedy or that money should be the only thing that motivates you, because you've probably got some passions that are your true, deeper motivations anyways. But my point is, stop seeing money as a necessary evil and start seeing it as a vehicle for creation, because money is simply a way to measure and move value. And in the hands of a conscious creator like you, money becomes a vehicle for your mission. It becomes fuel for your growth. It becomes a way to build new systems and the freedom to do your deepest work. So if you're ready to heal this conflict and align your spiritual mission with divine wealth, building your business in alignment with the natural flow and rhythm of the universe, I'll be diving into rewriting these outdated money programs in the classes that I have this week. And you can find those right up here in my bio or right down here, and I'll see you on the flip side.